Grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with them 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger. It helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But even if you haven't subbed up, you're not a part of the collective, I appreciate you for being here as well. And if you like the website, man, you like the merch, let me know. More is coming, but it's an early one, and it's early. But I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, it's about to hit the beach. Oh, those poor people. Look, it's about to hit the beach. It's about to hit the beach, dude. The cargo ship, oh my God. Oh. Dude is hitting the beach right now. Hey, it's there. Antonio!
Why did the government keep this a secret? Back in the 1850s, the Grand Canyon was used to mine gold. When people started mining it, the gold index crashed because they found so much gold there. The government and military closed off the area, making it a protected sanctuary to prevent unauthorized access, including the theft of gold. There was this one guy. His name was Seth Tanner, and he was an explorer. He discovered many ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics in a cave. Since the lost city of El Dorado wasn't found or discovered yet, he made a point that the lost city of El Dorado could actually be beneath the Grand Canyon, including its legendary gold. This discovery suggests that the entire city remains undiscovered. The government is keeping this discovery a secret because they're worried that if it gets out, it could mess up the gold market by bringing in a lot of new gold all at once. Or even worse, people breaking into the Grand Canyon to steal gold. That could explain why they put big metal doors at every entrance. And that's also why many people often say,
oh my gosh.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That was like ago is dying.
What in the heck? We bought like an acid ball watermelon.
Ew. It doesn't smell good. Oh my gosh.
That thing was fizzing and popping.
The damn watermelon was sizzling like they frying a steak, bro. What the hell? We seen bananas. We seen the damn watermelon. Come on, bro. Damn. I almost slipped and said something. We're gonna follow YouTube's guidelines. Bro, they messing with our food too much. Anyways, man. How y'all feel? We didn't see ice cream, bananas. Man, if y'all got any videos of the fruit, let me know. If you send it to me, bro. Send it to me. And I ain't forgot about the Capri Sun challenge. I'm still gonna do it. Just give me some time. The website and whoop my ass. That was some work, yo.
Oh my goodness. I called the emergency. They said to call leasing office. Leasing office said they're unavailable.
Oh my gosh.
This is a fantastic find by some of my fellow cryptid researchers. They saved this creature, and right now it is being studied. MIT has DNA. Some of major universities around the world are studying this creature. Nobody really knows what it is. If you see, in a second, you're going to notice how heavy it is. It weighs almost 500 pounds. See how the boat, the kayak is sinking in the back? It's a beautiful creature. Good job. Bravo, Zulu.
Hallarse el Cavacodo sin Texas.
thousands of sharks, all different species, are all over the shorelines of the coasts. And people are not understanding why. Because some of these sharks are not sharks that come up to the shoreline, like, ever. And they certainly don't coexist to the degree they all are. So everybody's trying to figure out why are all these sharks there. I think it's pretty obvious why they're there. They're very excited. First of all, have you heard what the weathermen have to say about, like, this hurricane season this year and tornado season, how bad it's going to be? Obviously, Sharknado is starting. Clearly. Now, I did hear a real theory that it just got under my skin, and I'm so annoyed by it. I heard that corporations are sending big machines down to the bottom of the ocean to use sound frequency blasts to mine different materials. And I just want to say that I do not put it past them. And they must not live on this planet. Like, I know that sounds wild, but they must not. Because how is it that they have no problem destroying the air, the ocean, the wildlife, the ecosystem, all of humanity's? They've ruined drinking water. They've ruined everything. I don't know anything that they haven't put their hands in and ruined yet. I'm still trying to think of something, okay? And I'm so tired of it, and I just really do hope that Sharknado comes. I do. This is obnoxious.
Mamá, me acaba de dar miedo. Veo una cara. Hay una cara. ¿Se ve? ¿No ve la cara? Se ve esa cara. Mamá, parece que yo. Sí, parece que yo.
That's a good way to look at it as far as why we just saw a lot of videos of them sharks coming to shore. And I said maybe it's because it's something in the water that's chasing them this way. I ain't thinking they maybe letting off sound frequencies to get materials at the bottom. I ain't think of that, but I wouldn't put it past them. But can somebody in the comments put one thing that they haven't put their hands in they put their hands on and haven't tarnished? Spam it up and let me know. Cause I gotta agree with her with that one. There ain't nothing they ain't put their hands on and tarnished it. There ain't nothing. They done touched everything, bro. So y'all let me know on that one, cause that's a good point. And I wanna know if I'm tripping, if I'm saying I agree with what she's saying. I gotta know. The clip in the caves look like that creature with the ears, look like a goat that we saw previously that was sitting on that log. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know. Spam it up.
Don't let y'all kids get in the military. Don't let them take y'all kids. I don't care if your kid's 26, 25. Don't let them take y'all kids. Tell them no. Take that 2 years of jail. Nobody needs to die for this, okay?
You know how you're issued a birth certificate? That's it. That's literally it. My grandma is a member of the Epcot family. Like, you know, that group there, Disney. She keeps trying to get me to join. I do not want to. Something about somebody coming up to me and going, I'm sorry for your cousin's death without me knowing that my cousin's dead, because that did happen to her. Something about that just rubs me the wrong way. Like, you have to understand, she was adopted, closed adoption. And most of the biological family she's found was because of the Epcot family and their obsession with tracking birth certificates. But then again, they also do keep track of DNA samples.
There's two sides. We have a spiritual, we have a material side. Everyone's job is to balance that out as much as possible. Because if you're all material and all you care about is money, you're going to have no spiritual development. You're going to have probably no family. You're probably not going to have any kids, and you're going to fail your reincarnation. Then we have the other side, the people who are completely spiritual, but they don't know the value of this. So they can be the smartest man in the world. They can know all of the knowledge they have, but because they have no money, they can't spread their message. So here's the thing. People have to learn how to balance. Take that 8, turn it sideways 90 degrees to infinity, and you're going to see a balancing act. So to me, it's very important for people to be materialistically inclined and spiritually inclined in the same time, because if you only do one, you fail. 2025 is the year of the snake. That's when you make your big push. That is when you'll gain your most influence. Go hard that year. I'm sure you know not to eat pork. I'm sure you know not to drink. Those aren't just Muslim customs. Those are people people who are born in the year of the snake, just like me and you, cut it all out the system. When I go eat with people, I tell the waiter right away, no one at the table is ordering pork. Make it that way. That's like kryptonite to us, brother.
What happened to Moth Man? I went on his page and saw something really weird, but before I explain what I saw, I just want to explain who this is if you didn't know. Back in the day, he used to drop conspiracy theories back when they allowed you to drop conspiracy theories, but the thing about his conspiracy theories is that they actually came true, or at least most of them. If I'm not mistaken, I think he predicted before he even was announced. But I remember this one time he said this weird thing that always stuck to my mind. He said that he was walking out of his apartment and that this car just tried to run him over. And when he walked away from the car, he walked a couple blocks, and I think he said a dude in an all-black suit was following him. So he was basically saying if anything happens to him that, we know. So randomly, I'm laying in bed and I remembered his face, and I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on with him. So I went on his TikTok because he has a page. And as you can see, this was a post he made in 2022. And this is a post he made 4 days ago, and it has 100,000 views, right? But when you click on it, it only has 100 likes and 10 comments. So I was thinking, is this a fake post? And this video doesn't even look real, and it says off the radar. So I'm thinking, yo, is somebody posting on his account to make it look like he's still active? Bro, did they silence bro? Is he gone? Because the stuff he used to say, that used to come true, bro.
Never heard of bro, but I'm about to go look. Let me know if y'all tell me y'all thoughts, y'all opinions. What y'all know as far as if y'all might have been watching him when he was doing his, we're not going to say what he was doing, but he was doing his videos. But another thing I saw, if his views was going from there to there, they maybe didn't silence him. Maybe they made him switch his content. Because maybe he was on a level of hitting too on point with what he was trying to get at. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he was predicting too much. Or maybe he knew too much. Or maybe that was just his role at that time. And he played his role out. Now he don't need to get that type of message no more. Because he's in a different lane. He's in a different lane. I don't know. Let me know.
We're about to talk about a creature whose sightings in America have been linked to some of the biggest disasters of the last century. And these sightings were verified by over 100 random people. Night fun. This is the story of the Moth Man, a mysterious prophet of grief and misery. In November of 1967, Roger Scarberry was cruising down the country roads of his home, Point Pleasant, with his girlfriend and 2 other friends. As the teens were laughing and singing to the radio, Roger's eyes caught something in the distant dark. The headlights of his car flared, and in the yellow light, he saw a huge looming figure. It stood more than 2 meters tall, with skin brown and blotchy, and with 2 wings spread out from its back. The boy stepped on the brake. The tires screamed as the car spun around away from this something, this being. Neither him nor anyone else could explain what they just saw, but they knew for a fact it wasn't of this world. As the car roared down the old road, they heard something above them. A flapping of wings in the cold night. The Moth Man, as the town would come to call it, was following them. They saw it soaring overhead, screeching an inhumane sound until they reached the town. And I know that this sounds like some supernatural story, but hear me out. In the days that followed the teens' report to the police, sightings of this Moth Man would skyrocket. Almost 100 witnesses said they'd seen the Moth Man circling the skies of their town, watching, perched on a billboard or stalking in the deep woods at night. 100 people from all over the town, unrelated, random people, said they saw this mystical figure. But this was hardly the start of Mothmania, as the local newspapers deemed it. 13 months after the original encounter, the town of Point Pleasant would suffer its greatest tragedy. It happened on a regular Friday afternoon. As the local bridge was subject to the usual 4 p.m. rush hour, dozens upon dozens of cars flooded onto the bridge. All of the people that were on this bridge could hardly suspect what was to follow. First, a crack. Then, a loud whine as the metal beams began bending and breaking. Suddenly, the whole structure of the bridge snapped and collapsed into the river below. For the people on it, there was no chance of escape as the cars fell into the cold water. 46 people died on the bridge that day. The days rolled by, and grief wrapped the quiet little town. But one image was making the rounds between the people. A grainy, unclear picture of the Mothman at the top of the bridge, taken just before the accident. Was it his doing? Or was he just there as a warning of the tragedy to come? Nobody had the answers, but the people had had enough. Hunting parties of locals and police combed the woods around the town, but the Mothman was gone. This, however, was not the end of this mysterious being. In 1978, a group of 22 coal miners from Freiburg, Germany, were on their way to their usual morning shift. As the men began their routine of chipping away at rocks in the deep, dark depths, they encountered something they couldn't explain. In the gloom, they confronted a figure, and as you can guess, its description matches the Mothman almost word for word. Tall, with wings huddled behind its back and 2 piercing red eyes. The men turned around, all of them obviously terrified, and ran towards the distant daylight. Fortunately for them, the creature didn't follow. But shortly after they made it to the outside, they heard the sound of rocks falling in the mine behind them. It collapsed. And had the men been in their usual positions that day, all 20 of them would have died. The Mothman, or whatever it was down there, saved their life. 8 years later, in 1986, numerous guards and researchers in a nuclear facility reported the same exact creature. It haunted the reactor building and guard posts along the plant. It shrieked, the sound so harsh and terrifying. And only a few days later, the whole nuclear plant erupted in what's now called one of the greatest disasters of our time, Chernobyl. Let me remind you that during this time, communication between Russia and the US was very limited. And so it's almost impossible that any of the researchers in Chernobyl had any prior idea about the Mothman. Yet, they all reported it looked the same as the creature seen in the US and Germany. And to make things even more crazy and insane, years later in New York, people said they saw something resembling the Mothman flying around the smoke and debris of the Twin Towers. Of course, after the Chernobyl, a tragedy such as 9/11 would attract the mysterious creature. So what is the secret behind the Mothman? Because truth is, the period in which the Mothman was seen around the world, along with the level of details that match between them, implies there's something supernatural at work here. Whatever the case is, one thing is clear. Whenever the searing red eyes appear in the night and the sound of great wings is heard, death and tragedy are soon to follow. So then, is the Mothman a savior here to warn us about destruction? Or is he a being of pure evil and chaos here just to bring destruction?
For the first time, I don't know if I'm reaching here. I don't know if y'all gonna eat me up for this, but part of me want to say maybe that's where they get the idea of our superheroes like Batman, Spider-Man, stuff like that. Because what he doing around 9/11? What he doing around Chernobyl? And the bridge, when I seen the bridge thing, I was like, he caused that. Now that one, I don't know if he caused, but what if chaos and disaster attracts the Mothman there to try to warn, try to save, but not like save us, but like try to save the situation before it affects us. I don't know. I could be reaching, but the story about the bridge, I think he might have made that bridge break. That's my opinion. But 9/11, if he's flying around there, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm reaching. Y'all let me know. Spam it up what you feel, because I don't know. I feel like that could be a topic that can go both ways. That's a conversation that can go this way or that way. He could be wrong, he could be right. I don't know. Maybe he confusing us and he is wrong, but he just trying to make it look like he right. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know.
Family built the entirety of the underground tunnels that run through the whole country. Also, we were one of the first families to know we were at war with Vietnam back when it was a secret. Help. They keep track of the bloodline.
I'm literally right next to him. 2 feet. I put my hand right there, it's done. But I'm not going to. But literally, he's right here. You guys see him. You guys see him. He's just watching. Get him? He's just watching. Don't do anything to him. As long as you don't do nothing to him. Let's go fly away soon. But he's just posted.
Dope footage, but I don't know if I'll be that close.
Is anyone keeping up with what's going on with the Whitakers? Quick recap. So if you don't know, a YouTuber named Mark with the channel Soft White Underbelly has interviewed the Whitakers for years and years. He's taken them to the fair, taken them to Walmart, taken them to get haircuts, and just generally treats them like normal people. He pays for a lot of things for them, and he's also had this GoFundMe set up for them to get a new house that's generated like $100,000. So like a month or two ago, some random YouTuber, I think his name's Tyler maybe, went out to interview the Whitakers with not good intentions and was asked, where's the $100,000 that Mark has raised for you, to Betty, the head of the household? And she was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about it. Well, here's the thing. Mark sees that video and he gets upset. So he makes a YouTube video addressing the whole situation. And he has receipts. He shows that he has sent the Whitakers, specifically like Betty, I think, over $100,000 in like the past year alone. He shows text messages where Betty every like couple weeks will be like, can I have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $800, just for random things, just every couple weeks. And he shows the bank statements where he has sent them about $100,000, maybe even more, I can't remember, in like the past year. And he's like, they have just dipped from this pot of this GoFundMe for so long that it's gone, and that he's been giving them money out of his own pocket because they don't even have money left from the GoFundMe anymore. And that is why they don't have a new house. And Mark just feels very betrayed and upset because he has done so much for Betty and the Whitakers. And she goes and tells this YouTuber with this super large channel that she knows nothing about the money, despite the fact that she knows about the money. Okay, guys, buckle up. Fast forward like a month or two in the future, like this week. Mark posted a video. Rest in peace, Larry Whitaker. Larry's one of the people that just kind of help around, and it's sad. And he makes a video yesterday that's like the death of Larry Whitaker or something like that, and I click on it. Mark goes out to the Whitaker's property unannounced for Larry's funeral. He does not tell them he's coming. It's a surprise visit. He pulls up, and the look on Betty's face is like, oh shit. Like, not the look that you would have for someone who has helped and done so much for your family. She's like, oh shit. Mark is like, I'm here for Larry's funeral. Betty says, Larry ain't dead. Guys, so Larry's daughter, BJ, was blowing up Mark's phone, screaming, crying, hyperventilating. My dad died. I don't know what to do. Can you send me this much money for the funeral, this much money for the obituary, this much money for new outfits? Just sobbing, and just blowing up Mark's phone nonstop. And he sends money and everything, because that's just how Mark is. He can't say no to them. Guys, Larry's alive. And Mark's like, Betty, BJ told me Larry was dead. And actually, you told me Larry was dead. Apparently, Mark did not want to just trust BJ because he knows that she has had a schmug problem in the past and wanted to know she wasn't just, wanting money. So he has BJ put Betty on the phone, the head of household. I think that Betty knows more than she lets off to be, and I think she's a little less of a victim than she's playing. But let me know what you think.
The Whitakers, huh?
I told you about the Whitaker family, who's known to be the most inbred ancestral family in the U.S. Well, there's more tea. News came out that one of them had died. As you can see in this news article, allegedly Larry Whitaker died of a heart attack. Mark Later, which is the man that films them on his YouTube channel, said that Larry's daughter kept blowing up his phone asking for money for the funeral, saying that they need help for this and that. She was crying over the phone. It was a whole thing. Mark even called Betty Whitaker to confirm if Larry had died, and she was like, yep, he died. And this was after Mark decided to cut them off financially because of that whole Tyler scandal. I made a video about it already. So on the day of Larry's funeral, Mark decides to show up unannounced. He ain't told not one of them that he was coming. And to his surprise, Larry is alive and in the flesh. Mark was being petty as hell. He was like, Larry, is that what you're wearing to your funeral? So BJ, which is Larry's daughter, faked her dad's death for drug money. Betty was also in on the scam because as soon as Mark confronted her about it, she threw her niece BJ under the bus and was like, she's the one that told me to lie about it. And then BJ threw Betty under the bus and was like, oh, Betty is the one that messed everything up and blah, blah, blah. It was a hot ass mess. I'm telling y'all, these folks are smarter than they give off. Ray might bark, but Betty's the real dog in this fight. I would not underestimate her at all. Try to play this innocent, I don't know what I'm doing kind of gig, but she know exactly what she's doing. Mark has given them over $100,000. For the funeral, I think he gave them a little bit over $1,000. I'm not exactly sure. But at this point, it's his fault. I get that he's trying to help, but even after they literally scanned him in his face, he still offered the lady some money. Anyways, this shit is insane. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Y'all still gonna get the money? If y'all know y'all getting played, y'all still gonna give them to them? I don't know, but it would be hard, wouldn't it? Like, let's just be honest for a second. It would be a little bit hard. But then again, I would pray to God, look, I did my part, man. They did me wrong. I can't just sit here and let them do me wrong when I know they doing me wrong, because now I look stupid. So, yeah.
Inbred family welcomes a new child.
Who's the little baby?
Come on.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, my Brian. I'm my grandson. The lively blue-eyed baby was filmed spending time with his great-grandparents in West Virginia.
What's his name? Braxton.
The Whitakers, who suffer from mysterious physical and mental abnormalities, reportedly derive from the set of identical twins, Henry and John. According to the Daily Mail, Henry had a son and John had a daughter who fell in love and had kids together.
Hey, you late? You're late. I'm late. You're right.
The condition of their modern-day offspring could be caused by genetic defects triggered by inbreeding.
What are you working on?
Ray is among the most severely affected and can only communicate by grunts.
Ray, we're gonna have some fun today.
Oh, that's messed up.
So I was in my house and I heard like an explosion. And y'all look in the sky. What is that? Somebody please tell me.
A 10-year-old boy in far north suburban Antioch has been airlifted to the hospital after being thrown from a carnival ride.
The base starts coming apart as the operator leaps off.
This is why you never take your kids to a mobile carnival. I'm about to tell y'all something that a lot of these carnival people do not want y'all to know. A lot of these rides have not been safety checked in months. Multiple states like Arizona and Mississippi are required to only have one safety check per year.
The incident comes 2 weeks after another scare at an amusement park in Charlotte, where a visitor saw a crack in a support pillar on a roller coaster as riders passed over it. 4 days later at an amusement park in Wisconsin, a ride turned terrifying when people were trapped upside down for nearly 4 hours.
Oh my goodness.
How long does it take? How long can we, y'all let me know. I'm trusting y'all collective. If you upside down, they always said, you know, the blood can rush too far to your brain, to your head. How long do you have until that happens? If you upside down, how long, what's the longest time frame we can like be upside down before that starts to become life threatening? Let me know, I'm curious, because if you get on rides and that happen, 4 hours, bro, and you upside down and there was no casualties? Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That story don't really match up. That's why I'm asking. Can y'all let me know, please?
In Texas for quite some time now. She said ever since the solar eclipse, her cows have not been standing underneath the sun. Y'all check this video out.
You know, I've been living here a minute. There's probably 8 or 10 cows clustered. I thought it was weird the other day, but like, I mean, it's not even hot here yet. It's not even hot. Look at them all.
Yeah, it's not even summertime and that sun is beaming. She said they just graze and then they go right back under the tree. Look at the little babies over there, the calves. Yeah, y'all, that sun is different. This is in Texas, man, and it's not even summertime, y'all. So a lot of people have been talking about this sun simulator and they're saying that it feels different, that, you know, they can't even look into the sun no more. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, ever since that solar eclipse, the sun has been different. It literally has. And now even the animals are showing signs that the sun is different. So what do you guys think about this video? Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Keep up with me on my other accounts where I go deeper on the esoteric level with these topics at hand. Let's get this shit, y'all. Peace in.
I got up at 5:30 to shoot this and they chemtrailed already. Can't even look into the sun.
Oscar, the first human modular prototype that is able to live in various setups. What's going to happen is that I'm going to connect the brain to the heart module to activate the blood circulation. Now, the lung is going to start breathing. You can see both organs are now collaborating. I can have a kidney module. And if I have a limb module, you start actuating the organism to move. Now it's looking for the optimal temperature, which is 37 degrees. If I had another limb, Oscar will recognize it and beneficiate from the oscillator.
Hell no. That's damn near like Pet Cemetery. You just making something to have it grow. It was another movie too where they created something like that and they start tearing stuff up in a room. I don't even remember what it was, bro. It was like I can't even begin to tell you. They made something that looked like that kind of. It was in a room. They put an animal in there or something, and they tore the animal up. It was starting to be able to like come up with word problems. School. It was smart. It was smart. I can't remember the movie. That's crazy. And it just remind me of Pet Cemetery. Like you just trying to bring something back or give some life without a soul. You just trying to have a body, an entity without a soul. And that to me ain't good because it ain't coming with a conscience, bro. It's coming with some vengeance to me, what I'm going to expect. But I could be wrong. Man, I spam it up what y'all agree with. As far as the sun simulator, yeah, I got up at 5:30 today just to shoot this video. And I'm looking outside and it was chemtrailing even before that when it's just the sun don't feel the same. But I mean, we already knew that was the case. Some people didn't believe nothing. Some people thought nothing was going to happen after the eclipse. Some people thought the worst of the worst. Some people, I was going with the flow. And now we getting to see little consequences that it might have came with. Them cows know something's up. They know something's up, man.
Okay, I keep seeing comments like, my mom banned me from ASMR. She thinks it's demonic. Like, my mom thinks it's... A lot of you should know that a lot of ASMR actually is demonic. I can tell you this story that I've told a lot of times on here, but not everyone has heard it, so I'll re-say it. I used to not understand what ASMR was, and I remember when I was curious about it, like 4 or 5 years ago when it was like at its peak, I was like, let me try it out. Let me go to a video myself and see what it is. And I remember being obsessed immediately. I was like, dang, this kind of feels good to hear. Like, I don't know. It feels like a ear massage. I don't know. So I enjoyed it for the time being. But I remember one night when I had it playing on my laptop or my phone, I think it was my laptop, I was trying to fall asleep to it. And as I kind of felt my spirit be awoken to something, and I could see something like fade away, like slightly as I woke up, like as my eyes opened. I was like, did I just see something? But I kept pushing it off because it was like very vague. I fell asleep to it maybe 2 or 3 times in a row, and the last, like that third day, I remember I seen the thing pop up again, but like as I opened my eyes, it was fading away visually. And I was like, what? And I seen it 3 times in the same night. That was the first time I was like, no, I think I'm seeing something. Like, I'm like, but nothing can't be coming from this ASMR video. Like, no. Because as you know, I have encountered demonic spirits, but I was like, no, I'm not seeing this, right? Probably a few nights later, maybe even the next night, I don't remember. I ended up playing it again. And you know how I kept trying to push it off, right? I kept trying to tell myself I wasn't seeing anything, and that ASMR would not conjure up spirits because what's wrong with it, right? And I had it playing on my laptop in the middle of my bed. I fell asleep. I was at the bottom of my bed and I fell asleep in front of my MacBook that had this ASMR playing. And I used to keep thinking, like, maybe if I played different people, you know, it would change it up. Like, maybe it was the person that was giving me a bad vibe. But no, these were different people I was playing, and I kept feeling a sense in my spirit that something was in my room. But as I was on my face, I wake up to this black cloaked demonic spirit on my bed, straight up on my bed, but it was like short, but floating on my bed. It was like hovering over my bed, not more so floating, but hovering. And it was kind of moving up and down, almost like those boo things on like Pac-Man. But it didn't look like that. It was just kind of like moving a little bit like that. It didn't have any facial features. However, it did at the same time. And its face was like moving in a very fast pace. Like, I can't explain it. It was almost like his face was moving like a clock. It was white, but he didn't have any facial features. Like, I couldn't see anything and I could see features at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. But it was staring at me, hovering over my bed, straight up. It didn't fade away this time. And this was the demon I kept seeing appear for me playing these ASMR videos. And I realized at that very moment. So I stood up and I just stared at it as I slowly backed out of my room. Slowly and slowly and slowly. We were just staring at each other. And I don't even know if it knew that I could see it at this moment. Like, knew that I could full on see this thing as if I could physically touch it like this. That's how physical it was there. It did not even, it looked like it was a demonic spirit. It looked like it was spiritual, but it looked just as real as me and you. Like, that was the most I don't know, this demon was just staring at me. But it didn't have like this curious like aura. It had this like, I came here to do my work aura, and that was to cast a spell on you. That's how it was looking at me, like, I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do. And so, yeah, it stayed there as I walked back looking at it. And then I went into one of my sister's rooms, and I laid on the floor, and I just went to sleep quietly. I don't know why I didn't scream. I didn't say anything. I didn't rebuke it like I usually would. I think I was in just too much of a shock that I was seeing something look so physical that was spiritual. It was the most bizarre thing ever, and I will never forget that experience. And that was the day I knew that ASMR does conjure up spirits. Now, I won't say all ASMR, because sometimes I do like to watch some like eating ASMRs, those like some mukbangs, you know, eating ASMRs. Like, I never really seen anything crazy with that, but still, you never know what people, be careful of who you watch. ASMR can be addicting, but it can conjure up spirits, because when they're doing these inaudible sounds, they could be conjuring up spirits. Also, when they're doing these hand motions, they can be putting curses on you, spells on you. Sometimes they may or may not know it. Sometimes they can be a part of this occult, and you don't even know it. And then sometimes they could be doing things subconsciously, unimaginably, that they learn, but it is actually spiritual, and it opens you up to things. So yeah, ASMR can be demonic. Learn from my own experience.
I never heard of that before. That's crazy. That's a wild one.
A number of bizarre pictures featuring cowboys and a massive winged creature have surfaced and can be seen on the internet.
One photograph depicts a group of men with a giant winged beast. The creature is winged, but it's not really a bird. It looks more like a pterodactyl, something prehistoric with large leathery wings and a large head with 2 feet hanging down below.
Is that Photoshop to y'all?
These guys used a jackhammer to open an Aztec door. Watch what they find.
Yeah, we make it. You go now. Okay. It's okay.
But wait till then. They find the alien artifact sculpture found inside.
So we take this.
What do you think about that?
Man, we already know though that our ancient civilizations was associated with aliens, man. We know that. That ain't no nothing new, but y'all let me know. But y'all know we made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with them 4 videos a week, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. And even if you ain't subbed up, man, I still appreciate you for supporting. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. But I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. As y'all know, we started early. Y'all see the light, natural lighting came in. But I'm gonna let y'all go, man. And until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my count. Sheesh, at the amount.